Greetings, this is James Gilliland with As You Wish Talk Radio on the BBS network. We're right in the middle of the ECETI conference right now.
Rita and Karen, our friend that's here with us, went out to the medicine circle, right? There's a medicine wheel out here. The audience knows, but the radio audience, if you haven't been here, and it's out in Skywatch Field. And it's huge. I don't know, what is it, 50 yards across?
It's pretty big.
Yeah, it's pretty big, right? And but in the middle of the medicine wheel are 3 singing bowls. Did you guys hear this go on last night, by the way? You guys didn't hear the bowls from here? Okay, so we go out. And Lori and Allison and Teresa, where's Teresa? Is she here? Right there, Teresa. They're going out to do a ceremony and play the bowls. So I go out and I see that they're getting ready to do the ceremony. And I want in, right? Yeah. And it's private. This is their moment. I'm like, wait a minute. Can I play? I want to do this. And Lori says, okay. All right. Lori gives in. Where's Lori? Is she in here? Lori gives in. Lori, bless your heart.
I didn't give in.
You caved. You caved. And so Lori says, okay, Jimmy. And so she goes, let's do the ceremony. So Teresa and Allison start playing the singing bowls. And Lori takes us through and we do the ceremony, right? She was gracious and we do the whole ceremony. Then we go to the center and there was, about 8 of us, Lori? 8, right? We had stragglers. Jimmy got in, so let's just all go, right? That's kind of what happened, right, Lori? So we're standing in this circle. Now, everybody just trip on this. Since I'm out of the closet, I might as well just go full on, right? And Lori says, okay, we're going to play, but everybody shut your eyes and let's go. So they sit down, Teresa, Lori, and Allison, and they start doing the bowls, and my eyes are closed. And they played for about 15 minutes. And I left. I departed. Now, what happened? That's with me. I won't share that. But this is what happened next. Woo! After 15 minutes, Lori, they stopped playing. And I opened my eyes and I looked and I went, who are you? I didn't know where I was. I didn't recognize Lori, Teresa, my wife. And I was like, I need a minute, you know? I did not, they were playing, I want the audience to understand what I'm trying to say here. They played for 15 minutes and I left, right? I was gone.
Yeah.
And when my eyes opened, I should have been aware of where I was and who I was standing there with. And I did not even for an instant, I did not know who they were and the people around me. It was just, I left, man. I left. And it took me a good half hour to appreciate and try to figure out exactly what I just went through. Yeah. Right. Now, for somebody that's listening to me right now going, oh, Jimmy, come on, man, dude, come on. Look, you have to, I don't know if it's ECETI, the singing bowls. I don't know if it was Lori's dog, Charlie Brown, running around. I can't explain any of it. I can only tell you what happened. And that's a transformational thing for everybody to go through. Now I got to go back to the madness of Los Angeles and Hollywood and the entertainment industry and start this whole thing over again, knowing what just happened here. Life down in LA just doesn't seem as important anymore, right? Are you guys? I did it. I'm out of the closet.
All right.
I'm out.
Let me hear it.
I'm out.
Hi, this is Teresa at Divine Frequency, and we are taking a walk over to the medicine wheel and what's called the Pleiadian Circle. And what that means is there are vortexes on this land. This land is very energetically intense, and I was talking to James Gilliland, and he said that there is actually an opening in the mountain that goes into the inner earth. So there are ships. It's kind of like a central hub for ships to come and go. And then there's a lot of energy here. And because we've been seeing a lot of power-ups and things like that, it just makes me think that maybe some of the ships are actually pulling some of the energy from this area, which I think is kind of cool. Sort of like a battery charging station or something like that. So I'm going to turn left here, and we're going to head toward the medicine wheel. I wanted to tell you guys a really cool story about what happened here 2 days ago. So me and a couple of the girls that work here, Allison and Lori, were in the central area where people check in, and the opening night, Allison played her drum and she did an opening ceremony. She sang this beautiful song, and as you guys know, I'm a musician. Anyway, after the ceremony, I went and I found her. I gave her a big old hug and I said, that was the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my life. You are such a divine, bright, shining light. Thank you for sharing with me and with everybody else. That what a beautiful way to start the weekend. And then I told her, girl, we need to play some music together. And she said, well, we have singing bowls upstairs. Do you want to go play? And I said, absolutely. So we went upstairs and we started playing the singing bowls. And then one of our friends comes up, Lori, and she said, hey guys, I'm going to go out to the medicine wheel and play this, a singing bowl. So she goes to grab one, and Allison says, well, can Teresa and I come with you? And she says, of course. So the three of us take our singing bowls and we walk out to the medicine circle, which is right behind me. Let me show you guys. And they built this on what they say is like a connection. It's a very strong vortex of energy here that they say can connect across dimensions. So it's like it can open up dimensional portals. And they have different spots on this medicine wheel that you can connect to different multidimensional energies. Some of them are, you have like the Pleiadians and the Syrians, like these systems that you can connect to, but then it's also like ascended masters and things like that. So lots of different dimensional beings. You can come into this space, meditate with them. They can evoke healing within you and all of this kind of stuff. It's really, really interesting. So we come out here to the medicine wheel, and Lori knows a lot about the process of the meditation that they're putting together for this space and walking the medicine wheel with that meditation. So we put our bowls in the center over here, and then we start walking with Lori as she takes us through, and we are meditating with her, and we're walking the circle. And as we're walking the circle, people start walking over to this area. So about 8 or 9 of them come with Jimmy Church and his amazing wife Rita and some other people, and they come up as we make the first circle. And Jimmy, of course, wants to be a part of stuff. He's so cute. And he said, hey, can we be a part of this? Can we come join the party? You can't just do this without us. He wants to be a part of the fun. And so Lori says, well, yeah, sure. We can, go through it with the whole group. So Allison and I go to the center, and we start playing the singing bowls as Lori continues the meditation with the group. And then by the end of the meditation, we come to the center ring, and Allison and I are already sitting in here playing our singing bowls around this area. And then Lori comes in, sits with us, and we're all three playing the singing bowls. And I hear her say, everyone we're gonna play, just relax. And my eyes are closed because I'm playing and I'm really into what I'm doing. And she starts to sing. Lori starts to sing. And I'm getting the chills just thinking about it, getting a little bit choked up. But she starts singing, and we're playing these bowls, and this goes on for about 15 minutes, and we're in a very deep meditation. And it was cool because all three of us stopped playing simultaneously. It was not planned. It was kismet, right? And we stopped playing, and I opened my eyes, and I see like 8 or 9 people standing around this outer ring, like outside this part of the circle, and their hands are out like this, and they're meditating, and everyone's eyes are closed. And you could feel for this whole time we're meditating just this resonance of frequency just building, and it was harmonizing, and it was so beautiful. And all of us sort of come back like very slowly. I mean, I don't know if I'm back yet, but it was just so amazing, such an amazing experience. And it happened so organically. It wasn't even planned at all. We just came out here and then all of a sudden we had this amazing experience. Well, we exit the medicine wheel the proper way. You come in through the east and then exit west, I believe. And we're leaving. And last night, actually, James Gilliland had his radio show and he had Jimmy Church on to talk, and Jimmy talked about this. I'll probably be playing a short portion of it so you can hear his perspective. The really cool part, it gets cooler, and I'll be showing the pictures here in a second. Rita, his wife, came back into the circle immediately following the meditation that we had, and she took pictures of the portal. I can show you, like, they're building new signs, which is why they're not up right now, but you can see these signs, that says Pleiadians, and they're all over the place. I wanted to show you the one that I'm gonna show you the picture of. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Oh yeah, I see it now. Okay, we're gonna walk over here. So she took a picture of all of the signs and crystals. There are a lot of crystals in here, but this is the sign that says Andromedan on it. And so she took a picture of this sign, and the next day I'm coming out of my room and she's talking to Jason Quitt, and she said, "Teresa, come here, I'm talking about you." And I walk over, she says, "I have to show you this picture." And she shows me this picture of this sign, the Andromedan sign that she took immediately following our meditation. And it looks like the picture has been tampered with. And Jason said, "Yeah, it looks like you guys opened up a portal to another dimension." And I'm thinking, oh my gosh, what? And I look at this picture, and I'll put it up here so you can see it. And it's so cool because it really looks like it's been chopped, like boom, 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 across. Almost like he said, you can see through the layers of the multiverse here. And you have opened up a new dimension. That was really cool. Opened up a doorway, right? And so everyone's sort of been freaking out about that picture. It's been really cool, but it was such a special experience. Hi, this is Teresa at Divine Frequency. I have Jason Quitt and Holly Marie here. They both have a lot of experience with shamanism. Jason has experience with hyperdimensional things. So we're going to talk to these cool people today about what happened here at the Medicine Wheel. We're at Ground Zero at ECETI, July 2017. And so let's talk about Friday. We had some interesting stuff happen with a group of people. We came out here with some singing bowls. We did a meditation, and afterwards, Rita came in and she took a picture, and I wanted to talk to you guys about this interesting photo that was taken. So Holly, can you tell us what you felt like when you first saw this photo?
So I got immediate chills when I saw the photo. It is completely, the frame of the photo on a digital camera is completely split in half, and it's hyperdimensional, and it's a picture of the Orion sign, I believe, and Andromedan sign, and the one side of the sign is completely rippled out, and then there's like a whole nother frame within the picture of the shadowed out dimension, like it's hyperdimensional. It's just amazing.
What were your thoughts, Jason?
Well, we're in a very powerful spot as it is. We have these amazing natural energies. We have Mount Adams over here, and it almost seems like this medicine wheel, it's pulling in these 4 different energy streams from different, I'll say, star nations. Different star energies are coming through the 4 gates, and they're mixing together, and it's almost like there's these parallel or hyper-dimensional worlds that are being wrapped in together in this medicine wheel. It's a very powerful experience just to go inside these medicine wheels. And when I saw that picture, it was just unbelievable, because not only do you see like the 2 separate images, but in between the images, it's almost like you see 3 or 4 different views of different worlds, which is so strange. And you know, you can say this is like a problem with the camera, but if it's a problem with the camera, it's because there's some type of electromagnetic energy. There's something going on in this medicine wheel that is completely folding time and space, and that picture captured it. And I think it had to do with your little circle doing the crystal bowl with the sound. The resonance of that sound activated some type of hyperdimensional energy.
Can people do this anywhere with sound bowls and sound therapy and things like that, or are there certain places that are better, or how does that work?
I would say that in a power spot, you'll have the best results, the most powerful connection to these energies. But just by sitting in your bedroom with a singing bowl, or meditating, or even building your own medicine wheel with the 4 points and the 4 gates, you can recreate this pulling in this vortex energy, and you can just sit and be in resonance with that energy. But you know, being out in nature by, you know, the beautiful mountain energies, it's out of this world. It really is out of this world here at ECETI Ranch.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, in the cymatics of the singing bowls, I would love to see what sort of sacred geometry pattern that created. And that creates a vortex in its own. And so even when we journey, like when we're creating the sound, even through the rattle, it's creating a cymatic geometrical pattern that I believe is a stargate, pulling in these different space-time continuums and allowing these ripples to create that we can actually go through and enter different worlds. So I believe there was a person out here at the time who had an experience, and when he came back, he didn't even recognize the people around him, including his wife.
Yeah.
So where did he go? And when he left, did he create that ripple? All around the wheel are crystals, like aligned, and there's the Andean crystals that I believe come out of Mount Shasta, which is so powerful. So Shasta obviously has a city beneath it, Telos, and then Mount Adams is supposed to be an inner earth portal. So I believe with the crystals, with the Andean crystals coming out of them, and the Andean ones are like the glass, I believe. Is that right? With the
It's
Andean?
glass, yes.
And I believe that that helped pull up some of that energy as well to create that portal.
Okay.
And I'll just say, it's hard just standing here right now.
Yeah.
Just the energy is so powerful that's going through me. It's just hard to be here. And I'll just want to explain something about cymatics that you talked about, and the sound of generating these geometries. Think of cymatics and geometry as a URL. All right, so when you create a certain tone or frequency or multi-tone frequency, you're creating a specific resonant address. And that specific resonance will open up different portals, because it's just like a connection through time and space. That's the key, is these codes, these sacred geometry frequency codes generated by sound. And I think that is the key to what happened in that picture and in this medicine wheel.
Interesting. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Jason.
Teresa.
Thank you, Holly. It's been a really cool weekend so far, so I wanted to share that story with you and hear your thoughts, because this type of medicine wheel situation, I don't have any experience with any of this. I've seen this stuff on TV, but this is my first time actually going into a medicine wheel, doing a meditation with it, walking through. I hear people telling their stories about when they walk this medicine wheel, they're feeling the healing happening when they go through certain portions of the medicine wheel. And these people are very attuned, very tuned into the energies that they're feeling. But as far as coming out here, for me, this is my first time out here, and I'm from Texas, where it's very low vibe there, and I'm, from before that in Rhode Island, I feel like if I had been living in Rhode Island coming here, I would have been a lot more attuned. So I haven't gotten any kind of like visions in here in this medicine wheel, but some people have, and they've actually felt physical movement within their bodies and healing and things like that. But I think also these things can happen on a subtle level, especially energetic healing and things like that. So even just walking through here now, connecting to you guys, telling you this story about how this place is so energetically charged and everything can be a healing experience in its own. So anyway, that's the medicine wheel story from ECETI 2017 from Teresa, and I can't wait to tell you guys more. Love you, bye.